welcome back to They Did What, your source for the internet's craziest, most entertaining stories, where I go over them, analyze them, and most certainly make fun of them. Today, I'm going to go over a story titled, Engaged in 2025, after 4+ year relationship, my fiancé lied about meeting another guy and confessed feelings to him. I want to call off the February 2026 wedding, worried about legal risks. And a shout out to Lawrence for sending in this story. And guys, this story is about a guy who handles things like a boss. This guy's from over in India, and believe me, it's rare that guys over there act like bosses, if we're honest here. Even the Indian brothers will probably agree with me there. Been with his fiancée 4+ years. I'm almost positive that they were in arranged marriage, that type of thing. And lo and behold, like the title says, found out she was up to no good. And unlike a lot of guys in this situation, boom, he's done with her a week before the wedding. And I thought it'd be a really good one to go over here, guys, where a guy handles things like a boss, particularly from that part of the world, which again is rare. And also a little icing on the cake, you're going to see how this whole thing ends when obviously he kicks her to the curb, and the thing she's willing to do to take her back is pretty entertaining here. So it starts off, says here, I'm a 28-year-old man living in, now bear with me as I try to pronounce where the heck he lives, Bengaluru, Karnataka. I think that was pretty good. I've been in our relationship with my 28-year-old fiancé, who lives in another city, for over 4 years. We're both from a hometown in, okay, I'm not going to try to pronounce this one, just nearby. They're in India. That's the most important point. And that's where the wedding is planned. Our engagement happened in December 24th, 2025, and the wedding date is February 6th, 2026. Well, they got engaged on December 24th, 2025, and the wedding is a month and a half later at best. That's really close. Which is just about a week away from now. Today is January 29th, 2026. Our families are very close and excited about the wedding. They've agreed to split all the wedding costs 50-50, like venue, catering, and other preparations. There was no dowry involved at all. That's illegal, and neither side asked for it. It's illegal? The only gifts exchanged were engagement rings, one for each side. No other big items like jewelry, cash, or property were given or received. Well, during our relationship, we've been physically intimate multiple times, and it was always fully consensual on both sides. We both wanted it, and there were no promises like, I'll only do this if you marry me, or anything tied directly to marriage. It was just part of our long-term relationship, and we got engaged because we thought we were ready. Okay, so maybe they weren't arranged. I don't know, but then later on things in here sound like they are. We'll find out. But now, there have been some serious red flags that make me not want to go through with the marriage. I can't trust her anymore, and I feel like it's better to end it before the wedding. Here's what happened step by step. Okay, we're going to get some details here. This guy is rare because most guys, and frankly most guys from his part of the world, they would just go along with it or act like whiny crybabies. Number one, the Haldi argument. Okay. Around mid-January 2026, we had a big fight over the phone about the Haldi ceremony photos. She wanted me to come to her house during her Haldi, but her mom said no because of family traditions. We have a puja at home, and the groom isn't supposed to leave the house during that time. The argument got heated. She added her female friend to the phone call and started saying things like, I've chosen the wrong man to marry. I regret this decision, and I've already told my parents. Whoa, okay. Mind you, again, they've been together for 4+ years. They've gotten it on. You know, some people might say, oh, last-minute wedding jitters, or she's realizing maybe she wants to monkey branch. I don't know. Probably the second one. I didn't respond right away, and then she picked up a knife and held it to her, saying, I can't tell my parents I don't want to get married now, but I've chosen the wrong person. Okay, unhinged when one is holding sharp objects to themselves and, you know. Her friend and I talked her down and calmed her down. She emotionally pressured me into apologizing, saying it was all my fault, even though I didn't think it was. Smack! Shouldn't apologize. Well, probably she was... You can picture the scene, the sharp object, you better apologize. It's like, okay, fine, I'll do it until I take the thing away from her. I was scared she might hurt herself, so I suggested we talk to a couples therapist. We eventually patched things up, and I tried to move on and forget about it. There ain't no forgetting about that, man. That's going to be your wife. Oh, hell no. And you heard what she said about him and all that? No. I do have proof of the incident, a video recording from the video call showing her holding that knife. But my iPhone doesn't record audio during the screen recording, so the video has no sound. I also have a separate audio recording of the call somewhere. Well, better dig it up. I don't know, I think the video of her holding the knife and acting nuts with the crazy eyes would be sufficient. Number 2, the December 31st, 2025 outgoing plan. Last month, in December 2025, she told me she was planning to go out on the night of December 31st with a guy she knows from the gym. Hello? They're about to be married. Where is this guy during this whole thing? He says they live apart. Bad idea. Let us call him Suresh for this post. Before she even told me, her same female friend, who was on the Haldi call, messaged me privately and said, "Did you know she's going out with that gym guy? They've been flirting, and she deletes their chats before you check her phone." I confronted my fiancée and told her not to go or I'd call off the marriage. I hung up the call. There you go, man. That's laying it on. Most dudes named Raj or Akash or whatever their names are would not do that. She called me back around 7 o'clock that evening and said she didn't go. We talked it out and tried to fix things again. Dude, there's no fixing things. But again, I do believe that they're arranged some way, somehow. So it's not as easy as it is over here. It's like a legal deal. 3, the recent revelations. As of January 29, 2026, a few days ago, I found that she had confessed her feelings to the gym guy, Suresh. She told him she likes him, misses him, and is afraid of me finding out. Then today, January 29, her friend told me that my fiancé actually did go out with Suresh on December 31st. She lied to me when she said she didn't go. And I have solid proof for this. An audio recording of my fiancé telling her friend on a call that she confessed to the gym guy about liking and missing him and being scared I'd find out. Also a screenshot from the gym guy himself where he says something like, "As you said, I've not said anything to me." And 3, now the new info from her friend about the actual outing on December 31st. I can get this in writing from the friend if needed. Man, again, grounds for terminating this, let's be honest, business deal arranged marriage. I think it's something else that her friend is ratting her out. You know, either she is just a good person who doesn't want to see this guy screwed over, or maybe she has her eyes on our guy here. I don't know. Because of all this, the emotional blackmail, the self-harm threat, the flirting, the confession, and now the lie about actually meeting him, I don't want to marry her anymore. Absolutely, dude. You'd be out of your friggin' mind. You know, I mean, she's got to know on some level that this is going to screw everything up. I plan to reveal all this with the proof in front of both our parents soon, so it is done safely and she doesn't do anything harmful like the knife incident again. I'll suggest she gets professional help for her mental health, and I'll offer to return her engagement ring and split any wedding costs that have already been paid, like cancellation fees for vendors. What should I do? What should you do? You should go through with your plan, amigo. Absolutely. She is unstable. And even if she wasn't have a mental breakdown, this shows her true character. And I have a very hard time believing in the last 4 years prior to the engagement, other BS has been going on. I mean, come on here. You know? And if she's remotely attractive, definitely BS has been going on. If your guy's doing well for himself, and by the way, I found out, I Googled the location and where they're from, where he's from. Let me see if I can do it again here. Bengaluru, Karnataka. Apparently that is the Silicon Valley of India. Learn something new every day. And I'm guessing probably he's in that line of work. So that guy's a catch. He'll be a replacer in a heartbeat. But still, he's hurt, he's bothered, he's going to look like a fool. But no, you can't marry her. And you got to end it. And I'm glad for him. Now the update. Now, he has a couple minor updates, what he's going through and everything, and I'll just read it real quick. One of them says, I'm thinking about avoiding the marriage after a broken engagement. Recently, I went through a very difficult time and had to cancel my wedding. So he did it. There were problems like trust, lies, in some situations that made me feel emotionally unsafe. After many discussions between both families, I decided to step back and the marriage was canceled through a mutual settlement. A settlement. Man, what a different world. So obviously it was arranged. At this moment, I feel like I'd rather live alone or at least avoid marriage. An R-pilled guy over in India. I would like to hear from other people in their 30s who are unmarried, divorced, or who chose to stay single. Well, there's no shortage of people giving their 2 cents about the situation, but I say, dude, you dodged a big one. Now to his update and more details about the former Little Misses. He says, after multiple family meetings where she cried, apologized, and said everything would be fine post-marriage, relatives also tried to convince me, I realized I could never rebuild trust. Wedding canceled peacefully. Good for him. Notice he said that relatives tried to convince him. Most guys, particularly over there, would have caved. Don't want to dishonor the family, that type of thing. Nope. We signed a mutual cancellation document on stamped paper, notarized and witnesses. Both families agreed to close it amicably. We settled the expenses fairly, split whatever was already spent on bookings and cancellations. No huge fights or legal drama thus far. I blocked her on all calls, WhatsApp, and stopped all personal contact. I really hope we both move on. Man, this guy's a boss. Boom, I'm done with you, honey. Just like that. No crying, no begging, no drama, none of that stuff. No, oh, maybe she can change. He's done. This is rare. But now she's trying to reach out again. They always come back. Through emails, her friends, random phone numbers. She's saying she's really sorry. It won't happen again. She'll obey whatever I say, change completely. Obey? Damn. All the feminists are losing their shit. No woman should obey a man. Honestly, this is the message. This is the messing with my head. I still love her. I still love her on some level. I mean, we've been together 4+ years. I mean, I had dreams of having kids together, and that doesn't vanish overnight. But I never wanted a relationship where somebody has to obey me or promise to change under pressure. As funny as much as we can all laugh about the obey thing, yeah, you don't want to be the freaking prison warden to your freaking wife. I mean, it's not going to work. I just want basic loyalty. Don't seek validation and attention from random guys outside the relationship. Don't give your phone number to flirty people. Don't fall for someone else literally days before our wedding. Not because I command it, but because you actually choose me and respect what we have. Right there. That really pretty much boils down to what guys mostly want. Loyalty. Hopefully she can cook. Takes care of herself physically. And it's just pleasant to be around. That's about it. You know, we don't need a whole lot. But then you ask your average woman, and there's a list like from the fucking scroll at the receipt at CVS. It's like of all this shit they want guys to do. We're pretty easy to please. She always did the wifey things at home, like caring, cooking, planning our future, being affectionate. But at the same time, there was this pattern of needing extra external attention and validation from other men. See? It's no different over there. It's always about attention and validation. It felt like I was never enough for her, even though she acted like the perfect partner in person. I assume maybe a lot of girls are like that, seeking attention outside the relationship, but it hurt too much to ignore. I'm not asking for her back. I know calling it off was the right call for my peace, but the constant reaching out is reopening the wound, and the I'll obey you stuff feels manipulative and guilt-trippy rather than genuine change. Of course it's a manipulation tactic. That's how they roll. She's trying to wear you down. I mean, come on here. Okay, I have an idea. You want to obey me? Stop fucking calling me. There you go. This is more of a rant event than a question. But if anyone's been through a similar situation, the ex keeps contacting after a breakup, blah, 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 how'd you handle it? Did you respond? Stay no contact? Any tips for shutting it down without drama? Or just words to remind myself why I walked away? Thanks for listening. Well, I would say her incessant reaching out to you, even though you told her not to, is a reminder why you broke the engagement. Every time that you may have second thoughts or miss the good times or think you made a mistake or I don't know what, dude, just look at that video of her holding the knife and the things that she said and all that stuff, as well as many other things. And that fact that her friend was telling you all this, that says a lot, unless the friend has the hots for this guy. You never know. But yeah, I would, again, block her and everything, and then I would tell her, you stay the fuck away. I think what you should do is go to her family. Because the families don't want to have shame put on them and look bad publicly. So if she's making a fool of them again, I might add, he can reach out to them, and they can probably shut her up. Probably what's going on here is she's 28 years old, realizes clock's ticking. I mean, even more over there than here in the USA. And if she doesn't cut, and she's desperately trying to get back with him because she doesn't have to start over. And I'm sure there was family pressure too. But regardless, it's an unfortunate situation. But what I liked about this story, and the reason I covered it, is this guy handled things well. Most guys don't do that, especially from that part of the world. Now, I'm going to read a few comments where I wrap this video up. This guy says here, gym guy probably dumped her for someone else, or someone told her the things you can provide the gym guy can't. Yeah, the gym guy probably did dump her. She failed to cherish you when she had a clear chance. As soon as you agree, she won't need validation and do this all over again with some other guy. Ding, ding, ding. Change your phone number, talk to your parents to not call you. The chapter is closed. Your feelings are genuine, but for an imaginary person, which you thought she was, but in reality, she is not her. Yeah, who he thought she was and who she is two different people. But I do agree, go to the parents. Another one, don't entertain her at all. She is doing this to make sure she gets married because her family and friends will be asking what happened suddenly, and she's feeling guilty, but that doesn't mean she will change her behavior. She's not feeling guilty. She's just feeling like an ass because she has to start over. External validation is a big issue. If it happens once, it will happen again because that person cannot be satisfied with internal validation no matter what they say. Once someone gets used to it, getting attention and validation from outside, they crave it constantly. Yes, she's not going to change. All women love attention and validation. There's degrees to this, and some crave it. They cannot function like plants and grass without water and sunlight. No same way. And she's not going to change. He takes her back. Number one, that's going to show weakness, and she'll be more turned off by him. And two, it'll just keep happening and happening. End of story. He dodged a big one. Good for him. And there are more comments, but I'm going to wrap this up. You get the point. So, good for him. I wish him well. So, I want to hear, guys, what do you think? What do you think he ought to say? Do you think he should go to her parents? Should he tear a new one? I'd like to hear what you guys think in the comment section. All right, guys, that's it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. I'm sure you like the video. Share it with your friends and subscribe. I'll catch you next time.